Have you ever wondered why some of the most profound thinkers and Stoic philosophers often embraced solitude? Could a lack of friends signify something unexpected about a person's character or wisdom? Today, we delve deep into what it truly means to have fewer friends through the lens of Stoicism. But before we uncover these insights, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss out on our journey through the depths of Stoic wisdom. Stay with us to explore 10 enlightening reasons that might just reshape how you view solitude and friendship. Watch the video till the end, because last 2 reasons will change your life. 1. Self-sufficient. Self-sufficient in Stoic philosophy, self-sufficiency or T is not just a preference, but a profound principle. This concept teaches that the ultimate source of happiness lies within oneself, independent of external circumstances or possessions. Stoics strive for a state where their internal conditions, reason, and virtue are enough for a fulfilling life. This mindset liberates them from the need for constant social validation or companionship, highlighting a deeper sense of self-reliance and contentment. Often society misinterprets a person's lack of friends as a sign of loneliness or social inadequacy. However, from a Stoic perspective, this is a misunderstanding of what true self-sufficiency entails. Stoics view solitude not as isolation, but as an opportunity to engage deeply with oneself. It's a time for introspection, self-dialogue, and nurturing one's resilience. This solitude is seen as essential for maintaining mental clarity and emotional strength. Embracing self-sufficiency allows individuals to dictate their own emotional states and decisions, uninfluenced by the fleeting opinions and behaviors of others. This independence is incredibly empowering. It means that a person does not rely on friends for their sense of worth or happiness. Instead, they find joy in their own achievements, maintain their tranquility, and cultivate virtues such as wisdom, courage, and justice. This way of living doesn't exclude friendships, but prioritizes personal integrity and authentic self-expression in all relationships. In today's connected world, where social interactions are often superficial and fleeting, the Stoic practice of self-sufficiency is particularly relevant. By focusing on developing oneself, individuals can achieve a more balanced and fulfilling life. They learn to enjoy their own company, pursue their interests, and engage with others on a more meaningful level when they choose to. Thus, having fewer friends is not a deficit, but a deliberate choice that enhances personal growth and emotional well-being. Before we dive into reason 2, could you drop a quick comment saying self-sufficient? It lets us check in on your progress and make sure you're all set for what's coming next. Ready to take this journey together? Let's move to the next reason. 2. Discerning. In the realm of Stoicism, the quality of one's relationships often takes precedence over quantity. A person with fewer friends may be perceived not as lacking in social skills, but rather as someone who exercises discernment in their social interactions. Stoics value the virtue of prudence, which involves wise decision-making, not only in actions, but also in the selection of companions. This discernment ensures that the relationships they do maintain are meaningful and enriching. Discerning individuals prioritize relationships that are rooted in mutual respect, shared values, and intellectual compatibility. They avoid superficial connections that are maintained for appearances or social convenience. This careful selection process may result in fewer friendships, but each is robust and deeply connected. For Stoics, the focus is always on quality rather than quantity, believing that true friendship must be based on a solid foundation of virtue and mutual growth. The Stoic philosophy teaches that each interaction influences one's character and state of mind. Therefore, having fewer but more meaningful friendships allows individuals to maintain their peace and equanimity. These friendships are not a mere pastime, but serve as a reflection of one's own beliefs and as a source of mutual edification. In this way, Stoics ensure that their social circle reinforces their life philosophy, helping them to remain steadfast in their principles. Moreover, this discernment in friendships can be a form of self-respect. Stoics practice self-sufficiency and see excessive dependency on others for emotional support as a weakness. By choosing their friends wisely, they maintain their independence and strength. This doesn't mean they shun social interaction, but rather that they engage in it with intentionality, ensuring that each relationship supports their highest good and aligns with their Stoic values. 3. Inner growth. Focused on inner growth, Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a practical guide for living. At its core, it encourages us to turn inward and focus on self-improvement rather than seeking external approval. This introspection is vital in a world that's constantly buzzing with noise and distractions. For those with few friends, this isn't a sign of social failure, but a deliberate choice to prioritize personal development. They use their solitude as a tool to foster a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. The inner growth that Stoics pursue is about cultivating virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By reducing their social engagements, they minimize external influences and focus on these higher goals. This can be a challenging path as it requires constant self-assessment and discipline. However, the rewards are substantial, leading to a fortified character and a life that is in harmony with one's deepest values. It is a journey of becoming one's best self, which often necessitates periods of solitude to reflect, meditate, and grow. In this solitude, Stoics find the freedom to explore their thoughts without interruption. This is crucial for deep contemplation and gaining insights into life's complex questions. Without the constant input and influence of a wide social circle, individuals can develop a more personal and undiluted perspective on what happiness and success mean to them. This isn't about isolation. It's about choosing engagements that truly add value to one's life and dismissing those that detract from personal growth. Moreover, this focus on inner growth helps individuals create a more resilient and adaptable mindset in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Stoics equipped with a strong inner self are more likely to respond with calm and rationality. They are not easily swayed by external circumstances and maintain a steady course towards their ethical ideals. This Stoic approach to life doesn't diminish the value of friends, but rather emphasizes the importance of being selective and ensuring that each relationship supports one's path to virtue. 4. Free from dependency. Stoic philosophy champions the idea of independence and self-reliance, valuing the ability to stand on one's own 2 feet. A person with fewer friends may not be socially inept, but rather might be practicing Stoic independence, finding their sense of peace and fulfillment from within. This independence is not about isolation. It's about the ability to be internally complete without the constant need for external affirmation or support. It's about building a fortress of solitude in which one's happiness is self-generated and not contingent on the whims of others. Part of what Stoicism teaches is emotional resilience, the capacity to maintain one's composure and rationality in any circumstance. Individuals who limit their social circles may actually be working on their emotional fortitude. They learn to process feelings, deal with challenges, and find joy in their own company. This emotional strength helps them to not only enjoy solitude, but also to remain unaffected by loneliness, which often overwhelms those who depend heavily on their social relationships for emotional stability. The Stoic approach to fewer friendships is also a journey toward discovering and utilizing one's inner resources. By not leaning on a large network of friends for every emotional, intellectual, or physical need, these individuals cultivate a rich inner life. They develop skills, hobbies, and passions that are fulfilling in themselves and do not require external validation. The journey is about tapping into one's inner wealth, the vast resources of the mind and spirit that are often overshadowed by social distractions. Self-sufficiency is a revered ideal in Stoicism. It's about creating a life in which your condition of well-being isn't susceptible to the changes and chances of the world around you. For those with few friends, this isn't a shortfall, but rather a reflection of their commitment to this Stoic ideal. They build lives where happiness is derived from their own actions and virtues, rather than the presence or absence of others. Such a lifestyle not only reinforces their resilience, but also ensures that their sense of well-being is a product of their own making, stable and secure from the external tumult. 5. Philosophically minded. Throughout history, many philosophers and thinkers have often chosen solitude over socializing to dive deep into life's most pressing questions. The Stoic approach to life isn't about shunning society, but rather about prioritizing moments of deep reflection and contemplation. For those who are philosophically minded, extensive social interactions can sometimes distract from the pursuit of wisdom and understanding. By limiting their social circle, they create the mental space necessary to explore complex ideas and theories. In Stoicism, the quality of one's thoughts and the pursuit of virtue are placed above all else. This philosophical mindset encourages an individual to seek truth and knowledge through introspection and study, rather than through the fleeting opinions of the masses. Thus, having fewer friends is not seen as a lack, but as a strategic choice to avoid the noise of everyday social interactions and focus more on the inner dialogue that fosters true philosophical inquiry. Moreover, the Stoic practice of introspection helps individuals develop a robust inner life. This doesn't only mean reflecting on philosophical concepts, but also includes self-examination to understand one's emotions, reactions, and the roots of one's desires and aversions. Such practices require time and solitude, which can be scarce when one is constantly surrounded by friends and acquaintances. Therefore, the stoically inclined might find solitude not lonely, but enriching. Ultimately, the decision to embrace fewer friendships can lead to a richer, more meaningful philosophical life. For the Stoic, every moment spent in solitude is an opportunity to engage with their thoughts, to challenge and refine them, and to emerge wiser. This process not only benefits the individual by deepening their understanding and peace, but also prepares them to offer more thoughtful and considered perspectives when they do choose to engage socially. 6. Resilience in adversity. Stoicism teaches that true strength is demonstrated not in the abundance of one's external supports, but in the fortitude of one's inner spirit. Individuals with fewer friends often exhibit a stoic resilience, a robustness forged in the quiet moments of solitude. They learn to depend primarily on themselves, preparing mentally and emotionally to handle life's fluctuations with a calm and balanced demeanor. This self-reliance is not about isolation. Rather, it's about building a fortress of tranquility within oneself. In the Stoic tradition, adversity is viewed not just as a part of life, but as a crucial element in character development. Those who face challenges without a large circle of friends might find themselves tapping into a deeper well of personal strength and wisdom. It's in these moments of challenge that Stoics find opportunities for growth, teaching themselves to respond with patience and perspective rather than with panic or despair. This self-sufficiency enables them to navigate life's storms with grace. Moreover, solitude can often amplify one's reflective capacities, allowing for a kind of introspection that is undisturbed by the external noise of numerous social engagements. This reflective practice is fundamental in Stoicism, which values the clarity and insight that come from thoughtful consideration of one's experiences. By facing adversity with a Stoic mindset, those with fewer friends often cultivate an inner dialogue that guides them towards personal enlightenment and emotional resilience. Ultimately, this Stoic approach to friendship and adversity highlights a profound independence that is both empowering and protective. These individuals are not swayed by the crowd, but are guided by a moral compass that points steadfastly towards virtue and stability. Their resilience is a testament to the Stoic belief that one's greatest resources are internal wisdom, virtue, and the capacity to endure. Thus, in their limited but meaningful social interactions, they bring not just their presence, but the depth of their philosophical resilience. 7. Authentic. In the Stoic philosophy, the pursuit of authenticity is more than a mere preference. It's a fundamental principle. Stoics strive for genuineness in all aspects of their lives, especially in their relationships. This quest for authenticity often leads them to cultivate fewer but deeper connections. Unlike many who may seek to expand their social circles for status or out of societal pressure, Stoics choose their friends based on shared values and mutual respect, which fosters a higher quality of interaction and engagement. Moreover, the Stoics' approach to relationships is characterized by transparency and sincerity. They avoid superficial interactions because such engagements often lack depth and do not contribute to personal or spiritual growth. For a Stoic, every interaction is an opportunity to practice virtues like honesty and integrity, which are essential for nurturing true friendships. This selective approach might result in a smaller social circle, but it ensures that each relationship is meaningful and built on a solid foundation of trust. The Stoics' preference for authenticity also protects them from the emotional turmoil that often accompanies insincere relationships. By valuing quality over quantity, they maintain their inner peace and focus on their personal development. This is in stark contrast to the modern societal trend, where the number of social connections often correlates with social standing and self-esteem. Stoics are immune to such correlations, finding their worth in their ability to be true to themselves and their close ones rather than in their popularity. Finally, this focus on authentic connections allows Stoics to be more present and engaged with their friends. Each interaction is valued and given the attention it deserves, which not only enriches the quality of the friendship, but also deepens the Stoics' understanding of human nature. In this way, even a limited number of friendships can provide a wealth of insights and emotional satisfaction, reinforcing the Stoic belief that in friendships, as in life, the essence and quality far outweigh the number. 8. Mindful of energy. Stoicism teaches the importance of prudence in all aspects of life, including where and how we expend our energy. Those with fewer friends often exemplify this principle, choosing to direct their focus and resources in ways they find most beneficial. This isn't merely about conserving physical or emotional energy, but about aligning one's daily actions with deeper values and long-term goals. Such individuals carefully select interactions that truly matter, avoiding the drain of fleeting or disingenuous engagements. In the context of social relationships, being mindful of energy means prioritizing interactions that are enriching and genuine. Stoics understand that every encounter carries an energetic cost and benefit. By maintaining a smaller circle of friends, they are not shunning social interaction, but rather selecting it more judiciously. This selective approach ensures that their social engagements are meaningful and contribute positively to their well-being, rather than merely filling time or conforming to social norms. Moreover, this mindful approach to social energy extends beyond personal benefit. It reflects a commitment to the quality of the interaction for all involved. Stoics believe in the impact of their presence in others' lives, striving to make each interaction thoughtful and constructive. They aim to offer significant value in their engagements, preferring depth over breadth, which in turn cultivates relationships that are deeply rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Ultimately, the Stoic practice of energy mindfulness in friendships is a form of self-respect and an expression of respect for others. It fosters a life where personal resources, time, energy, and attention are spent not out of obligation, but out of a genuine desire to engage in and nurture relationships that are truly meaningful. This leads to a richer, more fulfilling social life that fully embodies the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature and reason. 9. Content with simplicity. Stoicism isn't just about enduring hardship, it's also about embracing simplicity in all aspects of life. This philosophy teaches that true contentment doesn't come from external acquisitions or bustling social calendars, but from a serene and uncluttered existence. People who prefer having fewer friends might be embodying this Stoic principle, finding greater joy and peace in a simple, less crowded life. This minimalism extends beyond physical possessions to include social interactions, where the focus is on the quality of connections rather than the quantity. By limiting their social circle, these individuals are not isolating themselves, but rather choosing to invest deeply in a few meaningful relationships. In a world where many social interactions can be superficial and fleeting, Stoics find richness in depth. This approach allows them to cultivate relationships that are not only more profound and fulfilling, but also more aligned with their values and beliefs. The simplicity in their social life enables a clearer focus on developing these connections, enhancing their quality of life and emotional well-being. A simple social life contributes to a tranquil mind. Stoics believe that peace comes from within, and by reducing external social pressures, they better maintain their inner tranquility. With fewer social obligations, they have more time to reflect, meditate, and engage in activities that nurture their soul. This lifestyle supports Stoic virtues such as self-awareness and self-reliance, empowering individuals to find contentment within themselves rather than seeking it through external validation or crowded social engagements. In today's fast-paced world, where social media often dictates the tempo of interactions and self-worth can be mistakenly measured by social metrics, the Stoic approach offers a refreshing alternative. Embracing simplicity in friendships can serve as a model for a more balanced, thoughtful approach to modern living. It encourages society at large to reassess what truly brings joy and fulfillment, potentially leading to a broader cultural shift towards more sustainable and meaningful ways of living and interacting. 10. Leader, rather than a follower. Stoicism teaches that true leaders are not those who seek the most followers, but those who follow the most principled paths. Individuals who have fewer friends often embody this concept, as their social circles are not defined by quantity, but by the quality of influence they exert. These leaders prioritize personal integrity and ethical consistency over popularity. They lead by example, setting standards that align with Stoic virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Their leadership style is characterized by a deep sense of responsibility to live according to their values, regardless of external pressures. A key characteristic of Stoic leaders is their ability to make decisions independently. Having fewer friends is sometimes a conscious choice to avoid the clutter of too many opinions and the noise of societal expectations. This solitude allows them to reflect deeply and act without undue influence from others. By fostering an environment where they can think critically and act autonomously, they demonstrate a form of leadership that is rare and effective, guiding their actions by reason and virtue rather than the whims of the crowd. In the Stoic view, the impact of one's actions is far more important than the breadth of one's social network. Leaders who embody Stoic principles may find that their circle naturally narrows as they pursue goals that are not universally understood or appreciated. However, the influence they have within their smaller circles is profound. They inspire those around them to also seek virtue and personal growth, creating ripples of positive change that extend far beyond the immediate social sphere. Finally, Stoic leaders are educators and mentors in their own right. They use their life as a curriculum, teaching through actions more than words. Their approach to friendships is often more about deepening mutual understanding and respect rather than accumulating contacts. By demonstrating that one can be content and effective with fewer but stronger ties, they offer a powerful alternative to the modern rush for constant social connectivity. In this way, they guide others toward a more thoughtful, principled approach to life and relationships. As we reflect on these Stoic virtues, consider how solitude might bring us closer to wisdom and peace. If today's exploration resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Dive deeper into the philosophy of Stoicism with us and discover how embracing fewer, more meaningful friendships can enrich your life. Remember, in the realm of Stoic wisdom, less is often more.